Hello, it's Richard Reed again, and today's video is really important. Now, I've had businesses for many years, and I've spoke to hundreds, maybe thousands of people over that time. And what I've come to realize about talking with my customers is that if I meet them in person, they have judged me, whether they like me, what I'm going to do for them, what I'm going to sell them, how I'm going to treat them in a fraction of a second after meeting them. Now, I realized that very early on in my career. I also realized that if I was talking to them on a phone, I probably had a very short period of time. But what I didn't realize until I was watching a recorded seminar by somebody very famous who I'll talk about in a minute, is that when you're on the phone speaking to somebody, or you're on Skype speaking to somebody, you have just about 2 to 3 seconds, that's all, before you are judged on those things too. So I thought I'd pass on the information that I learned the other day, that you need to get over in those 2 or 3 seconds, or you may as well just put the phone down. Now, I was watching a recorded seminar by Jordan Belfort, of course, the Wolf of Wall Street, and we all know how qualified he is on how to sell things to people. So I thought I would pay very special attention. And he described the 3 things that you need to get over that I realized when I looked back on my failed attempts at prospecting people on the phone, that if I hadn't got any of these 3 things in the first couple of seconds, why my attempt failed. Now, firstly, he said, you need to be, when you speak on the phone, as enthusiastic as hell. They're his words, not mine. But how true is that? Because when you're talking to somebody on the phone, or you're talking to somebody on Skype, particularly if they can see you, it is no good saying things like, hello, can I speak to Mr. Jones, please? Because we have already judged you, haven't we? You know, as soon as we answer the phone, we can see somebody that's got their head on the floor and they're not very interested. So firstly, you need to be enthusiastic as hell. Secondly, when you're talking to your customers, you need to be as sharp as a tack, as Jordan Belfort put it. As sharp as a tack, you need to be spot on. There is no good just humming and hawing all the way through your first 2 or 3 seconds on the phone. Because if you talk to somebody on the phone and you say, hello, can I speak to Mr. You've lost instantly. It's just not even worth you carrying on. And the third thing is, in those first few seconds, you need to come over as a figure of authority. Now, why a figure of authority? Why do we need to be this? Because over the years, all through our lives, we have been brought up to respect figures of authority, people in uniform, policemen, firemen. We respect these people instantly. So you need to come over as a figure of authority in what you're actually doing to get them to respect you and have in their mind that picture of you being enthusiastic, sharp, and that figure of authority. Then you've got over the door. Then you can start your conversation on what you want to talk about, your business, etc. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you because I found that really interesting. Some of us, of course, have just picked that up as we've gone along. We've failed at times and we've succeeded at times. But when you're actually taught exactly what it is, next time you speak on the phone, remember those 3 things, because I'm definitely going to. If you don't get them over, then you might as well just put the phone down there and then. So just remember, be as enthusiastic as hell, as sharp as a tack, and be a figure of authority. All right, I'm Richard Reed. I'm glad to have spoken to you today. I hope this video has some value for you, and I'll speak to you again really soon. Take care.